Again, we come to the irregular verb. And as we spoke, under the regular verb, the regular verbs, that is, the verbs that are regular, they follow a particular format. What is that format? You cut off the ending, and then you take the stem, and you add the ending for present tense to the stem. But when it comes to the irregular verbs, there's a little change, and that change is the stem vowel changes. And we have seen those examples where the stem vowels have changed. Now we come to another special form of irregular verbs, and I'm giving you two of them. The first one is sein. Just pronounce it after me. Sein, 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 and it means to be. And the second one is haben. Say it, haben, and it means to have. So, sein, haben. So we're going to start with the first one, which is the sein, which is sein. And I said sein means to be. And this is the conjugation of sein. We have the personal pronoun, as we know by now, and then we have the conjugation. If you look at the conjugation that I have here on the board, and you look at the original form, the infinitive form, you see that there seems to be no correlation. So this is highly irregular. But then the interesting thing is, you just need to master it the way it is. Once you know it, you know it. So just memorize it, and it becomes yours. And this verb, very, very, very important in German. Apart from the conjugation in the present, it is used to build past tense. So actually the two of them are used in German to build past tense. So you must know this conjugation. You can't avoid it. You must know it. So, and it's very simple. Let's just go through it. The first one is ich bin. Say it after me. Ich bin. Du bist. Du bist. Ist. Sie ist. I take it again. Ich bin. Du bist. Ist. Sie ist. Es ist. Wir sind. Wir sind. I hope you are pronouncing after me too. Very important. Ihr seid. When you are pronouncing this one, the D will pronounce like a C. Ihr seid. And then Sie sind. Sie sind. Okay. Now, what's the meaning of this? Simply means I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, and then we are. And then you plural, you are. And then they are. And then the Z, which is the former form, they respect, the, they. So with this, you can form quite a lot of sentences. And you can say, I am a teacher, this, whatever profession you occupy or that you are engaged in, you can use this verb to express yourself. Just like in English, yeah? The verb to be, I am, you are, I am this, I am a pastor, a lecturer, I am a student. Just think about it. You can use this verb to express it. And we're still going to do form some sentences with this one. But let's go to the second one before we form sentences with this. This one, I mean the verb haben. Say it again. Remember the pronunciation of the H. Haben. Haben. To have. And the conjugation is ich habe. Say it after me. Ich habe. Okay, very good. Okay. Du hast. Hat. Sie hat. Es hat. Wir haben. Wir haben. Ihr habt. Wir haben. Yes, this one means to have. Haben means to have. So with this I say I have, or remember I am having. This one means I am, ich bin. Okay. This one means I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, we have, you plural, you have, and then we have to correct this. And then we have then sie haben. So these are very, very important verbs, and I want you to master them now. Ich bin, du bist, ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. Okay, then we go to haben. Ich habe, just say it after me. Ich habe, du hast, hat, sie hat, es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. So I want you to practice this. Like just close your eyes, or you lift it up, or you turn to the wall and you just say it yourself. Take it one by one, and after you have this one, you must know it today. No, I think it's better. Okay? And after you have done that, then we can now go to the formation of sentences with these very, very important irregular verbs. Okay, so I'll just start with this one. Ich bin, I am. Who am I? I can say I am a lecturer. So ich bin, I will tentatively rub off this. We'll come back to it so that we can form some sentences with sein. Okay, so ich bin Lehrer. Ich bin Lehrer. I am a lecturer. And then the second one, du bist Student. Du bist Student. You are a student. Please understand, I repeat, ich bin means I am. Okay? Du bist Student. You are a student. And then the third one, ist Taxifahrer. Ist Taxifahrer. Taxifahrer simply means taxi driver. Ist Taxifahrer. He is Taxifahrer. Okay? And then wir sind, just think of what are we? Wir sind Menschen. Wir sind, I prefer we still talk about profession. Let's just talk about profession. Okay, so we just want to use this one in a sentence, and by saying where, that should be something all of us are. I can just use the plural of students because we learn every time. Wir sind Studenten. Okay, and then you, ihr seid. We can just think of another profession that we can talk about. Ihr seid, we can say, ihr seid Piloten. You are pilot. You are pilot. Okay? So we have, ich bin Lehrer. I am a lecturer. Du bist Student. You are a student. Ist, sie ist Taxifahrer, the taxi driver. Yeah, of course, because we put C here, it's better we put this in brackets. Taxifahrerin. And then wir sind Studenten. Ihr seid Piloten. Und dann the last one, sie sind Politiker. Sie sind Politiker. Okay? Sie sind Politiker. And if you look at it, what we have done in previous videos, you see that these are all nouns. And all nouns start with initial capital letter. Just as you can see, Lehrer, capital letter, Student, capital letter, Taxifahrer, capital letter, plural, Studenten, capital letter, Piloten, capital letter, Politiker, capital letter. Doesn't matter, even though they're at the end of the sentence, capital letter will always be, noun will always be in initial capital letter. So with this one, we have been able to express with the use of be, sein, we have been able to form sentences. So we want to form sentences now with the second one, which is the verb haben. Okay, now in this case, we have ich habe, du hast, sie es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, and then the last one, sie haben, sie haben. Okay, here is I have. Here is ich habe. Ich habe, and you can just put any noun. You want to say, I have, what do you have? You can just think of what we have. Ich habe ein Auto. Ein Auto. Ich habe ein Auto. I have a car. Ich habe ein Auto. The question then that you may be asking is this. When we are forming sentences with sein, we didn't put any ein or anything. Why? The answer is this. When you are talking about profession, in German, you don't use article. Either definite or indefinite, you don't put any article there. So you just say, ich bin Lehrer. Correct? It's wrong to say, ich bin ein Lehrer. No, you just say, ich bin Lehrer, ich bin Student, ich bin Pilot, ich bin whatsoever you are, without, please let's note it, without an article. But then when it comes to haben, there are a lot of things you can say that will have, and then article will be necessary. Ich habe ein Auto. I have a car. Du hast eine Frau. You have a wife. If you do, you have eine Frau. You have a wife. Er hat ein Haus. He has a house. He has a house. And then wir haben, what do we think we have? We all have. Wir haben, let's just think of plural thing. We can say we have cars. Wir haben Autos. Wir haben Autos. Again, this one will not have an article simply because it's in the plural. Okay, we want to form sentences with the verb haben. And then we have ich habe eine Kamera. I have a camera. Say the sentence with me. Ich habe eine Kamera. Say it again. Ja, sehr gut. Ich habe eine Kamera. And then du hast eine Frau. Say it with me. Du hast eine Frau. You have a wife. And then the third one, hat ein Haus. He has a house. So you're going to say the German with me now. Hat ein Haus. Very good. And then, wir haben ein Auto. Wir haben ein Auto. They're referring to a family now, that all the members of the family, they have one car. Wir haben ein Auto. We have a car. Ihr habt ein Vater. You have a father. Ihr habt ein Vater. Ihr habt einen Vater. So, this is very important. We'll come to that later. Okay? We know what to do later. We're going to come to that lesson later. And then, ihr habt einen Vater. And then here, sie haben ein Kind. So these are sentences formed with this verb haben, which means to have. As I said before, I want you to note this verb very well, especially these two verbs. You're going to be meeting them repeatedly. They're very, very important in the German language. Okay.